My name is Scott Rice. I have been attending Faith Church for many years, and I've been serving as an elder for the last 3 years since 2022. When I think about serving as an elder, I realize that it's an incredibly sobering and yet amazing responsibility. I get the privilege of serving with fun, wise, God-loving men who meet regularly to talk about Faith Church, the health of Faith Church, where does God want Faith Church to go, and other issues that are just really important. Prior to my becoming an elder, the leadership of Faith Church felt called by God to launch something called Kingdom Movement. What was planned for early 2020 was a capital campaign, but what happened in early 2020? COVID. COVID upended everything for everybody, but it really didn't upend things for God. Even though COVID caused everything to shut down and caused chaos in our world and didn't allow the Kingdom Movement campaign to move forward, God saw fit to move the Kingdom Movement initiatives forward on His own. Over the last 3 years of serving as an elder, I've been incredibly blessed to watch the vision that other people were given by God come to fruition, despite all of the things in our world that would have said, this can't happen. We have 3 individuals who've gone through training and are now on the ground in Southeast Asia. We have a really robust online presence, as I think everybody knows. And we have an Othelo Counseling Center that launched this past year down the street. An Othelo alone required an extraordinary amount of money to find, design, lease, and build out a space that would serve our community well. With that in mind, one of the responsibilities of the Elder Board is to review and approve a budget for Faith Church. Last year, in a time when inflation was up, church attendance was down, giving was down across the country, the Elder Board wrestled with a budget that called for an increase that some would call impossible or ridiculous. As we wrestled with the large numbers and debated the budget, it became clear to us we had to look back and see that God had already done the impossible during COVID with Kingdom Movement. The initiatives had launched, and we were moving forward. Why couldn't God do the impossible again? And with that in mind, we voted, and it was unanimous. The budget was moved forward. After the budget was ratified by the congregation, we as elders watched and waited. And what we've seen is nothing short of incredible. Giving is up significantly. And yet, it's clear God is calling us to be stretched and to grow and to do a lot more. My friends and family know that I'm big on building altars. What I mean by that is that God called the Israelites all throughout the Old Testament to build altars as a sign of His faithfulness when big things happened, when they had big victories. In the New Testament, Jesus said, "Do this in remembrance of me." He called us to remember what He's done. In that spirit, I think we need to look back and see what God has done already and look forward to what incredible things He can do in 2025, 26, 27, and moving forward, both within Faith Church and all the Kingdom Movement initiatives. I share that because we're now considering a budget for the next fiscal year, right on the heels of a sermon series, Money Talks, where we were reminded that we possess a lot, but own none of it. We're called to move forward in faith, remembering what God has done, and giving back what God already owns. As I look back personally on how my faith was stretched during the budget process last year and watched God do incredible things, my faith is being stretched again with another budget that is big and bold and asks a lot. But our God's incredible, and I'm going to watch Him do incredible things. I am really excited to see what God is going to do through all of us as individuals and as a body in the upcoming year.